Alright, so this is a very new setup for me. This is extremely hard to do on your own, especially when you don't have a camera that autofocuses, and you don't have anybody behind the camera letting you know if you're in focus or not. So I think I'm in focus right now, but if I'm not, terribly sorry. This is the best that we're gonna get. So yeah. So hello. Gosh, it's been a while since I have done a YouTube video. I think it's been a year and like 2 months. So the reason behind this video, number one, I have the time, so that's good. Number two, I've had a lot of requests to do a video on how I do my makeup currently. So yes, I can't promise that I'm going to be very good at this. In fact, I know I'm not very good at this, so just bear with me. We're here for the makeup, we're not here for my performance, so yes, I just apologize for that. So jumping right into it, first of all, I think great makeup application starts with great skin. So I use the Rodan & Fields Unblemish, which is the regimen that they have for acne-prone skin. Clearly, I'm having a few breakouts right now, so that's always fun. So I highly suggest getting a good skincare routine down, making sure your skin is always moisturized, well taken care of, making sure you wash off your makeup before you go to bed, all that stuff. So just making sure that you're taking care of the largest organ on your body, your skin. I think that has a big part to play in great makeup. So moving along to the actual makeup application. Gosh, I haven't done this in so long, so this is really awkward. I'm sorry. So first, I haven't been using a primer lately, just because, number one, I haven't gotten around to buying another primer, and number two, I'm not sure that I notice a big difference when I use primer and when I don't use primer, so I'm fine going without it. So okay, let me just start from now. There is a YouTuber on YouTube. Her name is Samantha Ravndal. I think that's how you say her last name. Not sure. Anyways, I love her. I love her. First of all, she's a very talented makeup artist. Number two, she just always has great opinion. Like, I just love the way she talks about certain topics. Like, she is always well thought out. She makes sure to do all of her research before she talks about stuff. And she just like thinks so conceptually that I feel so much smarter after I watch her videos. And number three, her humor is just right up my alley. There's not a video where I'm not laughing, so I do appreciate that as well. So anyways, she has been doing her makeup a certain way for most of her life. Although as she's gotten older, she's like 26, so she's not that old, but as she's gotten older, she's realized that she likes the no makeup look, which I've always loved that. I've never liked feeling like I have a ton of makeup on my face, although I did go through a phase pretty recently where I loved having the blazing highlight and making sure you're contoured to the gods or whatever and bronze like you just got back from the beach. So I've been there, but most recently I've enjoyed having a makeup look that looks like my actual skin, and I've gotten tons of compliments on it already, so I know that I must be doing something right. Anyways, she came across, well, one of her friends suggested a way that she does her makeup, and the way that she does it is she uses strictly cream products. So she puts on her bronzer, blush, and highlighter before her foundation, and then she lays her foundation over top of that, and it leaves the most beautiful finish ever. Like ever, ever, ever. Now the only caveat to that is she does have dry skin, so her skin doesn't get as oily, whereas I'm 100% oily all the way. So the only thing that I have to deal with is retouching up, especially the T-zone area where I tend to get oily the most. But it's so worth it for the way that my skin already looks. And I feel like I'm not packing on so much product so that I don't feel like a cake face. So that's what we'll be doing today. Creamer, not coffee creamer, but cream blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. That's what we'll be putting on first. And then foundation over top of it. So let's move right along into that. First thing I'm going to do is apply highlighter. This is a little sample that I got of the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and it just comes in a little stick like this. It's definitely more golden undertone to it, but I use it anyways. So I just take that along the cheekbones and up the eyebrow bone and to the temple. That's where I like my highlight to be, just because I get oily already in this area, so I've been avoiding that lately. Just take any beauty sponge you have. This is the Morphe one. It's my absolute favorite. Every time I use another one, I always just end up coming back to this one. So you just want to blend it out. Like so. Yeah, I just think that leaves a really pretty glow. A glow from within. And I'm sorry if the lighting is terrible. Like I said, this is very hard to do by yourself. I'm trying my best, so however this turns out, we are just gonna live with it. Maybe I'll just show you this side of my face, because that I think has the best lighting. Next for blush, this is also another sample that I got, and this is the Clinique Chubby Stick Cheek Color Balm in the shade Amped Up Apple. Love this one. So I just take it. Not gonna lie, I go pretty heavy-handed with this one, but just because I know I can blend it out. So it actually blushes, I kind of take it up in my temple too. Oh gosh. Okay, another disclaimer, this is gonna look absolutely horrible until the very end. So again, stick with me. It'll get better, I promise. And then I actually take this across the nose, because that's the, wow, that's actually a lot more than I put on than usual. But this area is where the sun tends to hit the most. But you know what, when you blend it out, I mean, my cheeks are already pretty red, so it really honestly looks like I did nothing. But I do like this color. Alright, so for bronzer slash contour, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, the cream one. This palette I've been getting a lot of use out of lately, so I sometimes use that one for concealer. I'm using this shade right now for bronzer. This highlighter, it's okay. I feel like, man, I just have lots of texture on my cheeks, so I feel like whenever I put that on, it sinks into it. I don't really use those two. I've used that one occasionally, but I mainly just stick with these two shades. So I'm just going to take, where is it? Just a little makeup spatula. Gonna scrape off a little bit. That's honestly a little too much. Sometimes actually most times I just need a little bit. And then I'm just gonna warm it up with my finger on the back of my hand. Just so it's more creamy. And then I'll literally just like dot it along my temples. And then along my cheekbone. Like I said, this is going to look pretty dang awful right now, but in the end, it will be beautiful. And then I also take this on my nose as well. Just so it looks like the sun got you there. And then go back to the beauty blender, or beauty sponge, sorry. Beauty blender is trademarked. Make sure you're taking it up into the hairline, just so you don't have an awkward line. Right there, nobody likes lines. We're all about smooth. And then I usually have some left over on the back of my hand, so I'll just kind of add a little bit more to the cheek area for some warmth. And then I take it to my jaw as well. I don't think Samantha does this in her video, but I mean, I've been doing it so long that's pretty much just become routine for me, so I can't not do it. It's always important to blend your neck. You want everything to match. Okay, now, ooh, she bronzed. Okay, I apologize for what I say in this video. I'm trying to be cool, but it's clearly not working. Okay, so now I want to go in with some concealer because I do have some blemishes, and we're back. This thing turns off. after a few minutes, so I have to constantly be watching it. Love it. I'm here for it. See the things I do for you. Anyways, so with this, you don't want to go too heavy-handed, just because the more product you add on, the creakier it's gonna look. So a little bit goes a really long way. I usually get around my nose because I got tons of redness right there. Just hit those blemishes. I guess another disclaimer that I should say about this is, if you like your skin to look completely airbrushed and stuff, then this might not be for you, because even though this is the no makeup look, it's still gonna show some of your natural skin through it. So if you're into that, then hey, great, welcome. But so yeah, concealer, so just take it around so that looks pretty good. And then sometimes I take it on my under eyes and sometimes I don't. I think I might do just a little bit today. Nothing major. And then just take it and move it along. Oh, that just looks so much better. So this just kind of evens things out. Okay, so for actual foundation, I've been using a BB cream lately, and it's in this right now because I am almost out, and I'm not that type of person who likes to leave product in there when you're squeezing it the rest out and it won't come out. I snip that thing open and I scrape out the extra product because that's a waste of money. So this is, gosh, I got this off of Amazon. I can never remember the name of it, but it's such a YouTuber thing to say, but I'll put a description. That didn't even do it right. I'll put a link to it in the description, so there you go. So taking my spatula again and just putting it on my hand. And I'm sorry for the sound quality in here. I do not have a microphone. Yet again, this is what we're gonna have to live with. So just moving it around with my finger to warm it up, and then I like to start in the middle of my face because that's where I feel like I need the most coverage. And then just blending it out. This is where the magic starts to happen. So hold on to your hats, kids. And then just blend down the neck. Or in my case, your double chin. I'm not ashamed, I'm proud. So I don't know about you, but I don't know how it looks on camera, honestly, but I just love the way this looks in person. And I'll be at work, and we have mirrors everywhere just because all the vendors usually have a mirror. And there's just one that I walk by pretty often. And I'll just catch myself in the reflection, and I'll get up really close on my skin and just be like, dang. It's amazing. So I'm converted. Honestly, Samantha could tell me to jump off a bridge, and I would. I mean, I love her that much. She just has a little more influence over me than I think is normal. So, okay, so now for setting the face, I actually have been staying away from the cheekbone area just because I like the way it keeps it shiny and stuff for the highlighter. But to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. It's just a white translucent powder. I really love this stuff. It's really light on the skin and it doesn't cake or anything like that. It blends in very nicely. I'm actually going to use this under the eyes and around the nose area, and then I think I want a little bit more setting coverage, I guess, on my forehead, down the top of my nose and my chin. So for that, I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Face Powder, which I also got off of Amazon. And this thing is huge. So, I mean, you get a lot for your money investing in that. So I'm going to start with the Smooth Operator first from Tarte. Oh, and I just spilled some. That's nice. Oh, I hate wasting product. Okay, so for under my eyes, I just blend them out to make sure that there's no creasing. it's inevitable. You're going to have creasing no matter what kind of concealer and setting powder you use. So unfortunately there's not a product in the world that has helped that yet, but this is the next best thing. So I just use that under the eyes, and I take it down the nose. I'm telling you guys, this this sponge is life-changing. I bought one for my friend, and I'm pretty sure I got her hooked. She knows what's up now. So much. So I'm basically just gonna bake now. It smells very clean too, which is nice. I usually get my smile lines. Believe it or not, creases there too. Oh, it's a lot. There. I'm trying to avoid the cheek area just because I don't get oily there. But I like to do it along my jaw too because I'm unfortunately constantly touching my face and leaning against my hands. So this kind of helps with that. And then because I'm extra, I'm just going to take a brush and that smooth operator. I'm just going to quickly go over all of it. Goodness. So like you can see right here, my blemishes are they're still showing through. And then I have rosacea, a small case of it, so I get it along my jaw and stuff. I like that, honestly, because it looks like my real skin, because it is my real skin. So I don't have a problem with that, but like I said, if you do have a problem with that, then this method of doing your makeup might not be the best case for you. Okay, so now that that's done, we're pretty much done with the face. I mean, if you want to take a little bit of highlighter on the cheeks, you can, but because we didn't set that, the glow is still very apparent right there. So now moving on to eyes. I used to have an eyelid primer, but I don't have one that I'm currently using right now besides the concealer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And when I mean a little, I mean like a little dot, because this stuff just goes such a long way. Like that's all that you need. And then I'll just take my beauty sponge and blend it out. And this stuff dries pretty fast, so the quicker you can blend it out, the better. Okay, and then I'll take that smooth operator again and an eyeshadow blending brush and kind of just sweep that across the lid. Now if you have dry skin, then it's totally fine to skip setting your face. I mean, if you want to stick to just the T-zone area where you get a little shine, that's totally fine. Excuse me, that's totally fine, but you really just need a little bit. You don't need to go crazy baking like I did. Okay, LaCroix break. So now it's time for the eyes. So I'm not sure what kind of eye look I'm in the mood for today. I think I'm going to do a simple one, and then if you want to see how I've been doing like more intense makeup looks, then I can definitely do that in a video as well. Jaclyn Hill is also one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. I've been watching her ever since I was on YouTube, and she really jump-started my love for makeup, so I owe a lot of what I do now to her. So it comes with, I think this is 35 shades. I'm not sure how to hold this. So you can tell those are the three that I tend to use the most, and I love to use that one as an inner corner highlight to brighten up the eyes. So I think, what do I want to do? I think I'll stick with this shade today. This is the shade Pooter. I don't know why she named, I forgot why she named that, but it's her palette. She can name it whatever the heck she wants to. So I will just take, I think the white hair means it's a real brush, like real hair brush. Who knows? Anyways, this is the Morphe R38 brush. Wow, I like wiped off the brand name on it. And that's how much I love this brush. Just dip into that, tap off the excess, and I kind of just place it in the crease and blow it out until I get the look that I want. So I just feel like this really opens up the eyes and adds dimension without taking too much time. Now I like taking it all the way into the inner corner, but if you have closer set eyes, then you might just want to stick to the outer half, just because you don't want to make your eyes look even more close set than they already are. But if you have wider set eyes, then feel free to go towards the inner corner. Mine are pretty in the middle, so I think I can get away with doing that. And then just dragging it along the bottom as well. I know some people who don't like doing their lower lashes, but I don't know, I just feel naked without doing it. I'm OCD like that. And then I'll take a smaller brush that kind of tapers off, and I'll dip back into that same color, and I'll go deeper in the crease so that it looks more defined. I'll go back with the first brush and blend it all together. And then I will grab a smaller blending brush. This is the Elizabeth Mott blending brush. Really like this one. Dip back into that same color and take it along the bottom again. I like really blown out eyes just because I think it makes them look bigger. Especially with the more brown shades, because I feel like it makes blue eyes really pop. It just makes you look more awake, and it makes you look like you put a lot more effort into it than you really did. So once that's done, I'll either use my pinky finger or I'll take a pencil brush. This is also a Morphe one. This is the M169, if you care. And then I'll dip into that top left shade that I showed you, called in Light, I'm pretty sure. And I'll just place that in my inner corner. And just blend it out. And that just like totally opens up the eye. I love it. It looks better when this eye's done too. And then to finish that off, I take a white or a cream skin tone eyeliner. Whoa. And I'll line my lower lash line to open it up even more. And then take some black mascara. This is another sample I got in my Ipsy Glam Bag. This is from Ciaté London, the Wonderwand mascara. This is just in Black Magic. And just apply the mascara as you please. Okay, I went ahead and did the other eye, so you can tell it looks a lot better when you don't just have one eye done. Okay, get yourself together, Maddie. So, something I've been doing lately is putting fake eyelashes on. Now, my eyelashes are pretty long as is, if you want to know why. It's Rodina Feels Lash Boost. plug. So, for a while I haven't been wearing fake eyelashes, but recently, because of Samantha, surprise, what she does is she snips regular lashes in half to where you just get the little half ones, and I just like to add them to the outer edge of my eye just for that more wispy doll eye look, and it just looks a little bit more flirty and playful, so I like doing that. So just grab any eyelash glue. This is the Duo one, and it's just in black. Fancy, fancy. And I just apply those to the outer corners of my eye. And I just think it adds a little oomph to your look without going too overboard. So you do want to let it dry and get tacky a little bit, just so it's not a big blobby mess. And what's nice about this eyelash glue is it does turn black. So it kind of darkens them up a little bit. Ooh. and I'm still learning how to apply fake eyelashes. I'm not the best at it, but hey, we're here to learn, right? I was once at the gym, and I was in the ladies' locker room, and as I was looking up, I saw that somebody left their eyelashes on the top of one of the lockers. I can't say that I've ever done that before, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who finds that very funny, but you know what? It's totally okay. So this side's a little... You know what? Just got to stick with the other hand. This is not a perfected art, people. Maybe it's salvageable. We'll see. Anyways, moving on. We'll come back to those later. So up next, okay. Next is eyebrows. I have a love-hate relationship with my eyebrows right now. There was, not too long ago, I was loving, and I mean loving, the way that I was doing my eyebrows lately. But I don't know, man. I think I'm just in a weird funk that I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And you know, that's just not the place that you want to be. So I use too many products. It's really unnecessary, but when you have all this makeup, why not use them, right? So I just got sent the Benefit Gimme Brow little sample, also in my Ipsy Glam bag, and I liked it the first time that well, I've only used it once, but I did like it in that time that I used it. I kind of just I think it gives a good base. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows now. Although this is very tiny, so it makes it a little hard to apply it, but you know, there are worser things that can happen. I have been into the bushy brows lately. I think those look nice and effortless. I'm not all about the straight lines and stuff. I don't know. I was for a while, but times changed. Oh, that looks very nice. Huh. I wonder if I can get away with just doing them like that. See, that's the bushiness I like. Yep. I dig it. I dig it. Except I like a little bit of an arch. That's probably what I'll do. So I just take an angled brush, if I can find it. This is a MAC one. It broke, but I'm too attached to part with it, so it's duct taped for right now. So this is another Morphe palette. There's a pattern here. This is the 35O palette. And I'm going to take this shade right here. It's an ashy neutral brown that matches my natural eyebrows pretty well. So I'm just going to take that very carefully on the tail of my brow. That's actually turning out horrible, but we're going to go with it. What time is it? Oh, it is almost 5 o'clock. Okay, you know what? That looks perfect, actually. Clearly I have no faith in myself, so that's nice. Okay, yeah, I'm really digging that. And then I'll just take this to the other side. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're just going to keep moving on because the more I stare at it, the more I'm going to try and fix it, and we're not just going to do that. Alright, eyebrow gel, the one from, or clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You need it, and that's all I have to say. Oh, I'm digging the eyebrows right now, actually. Just kind of clamp them together to mix them. And I'll just mess with them a little bit just to blend them in. But yeah, just adds more volume on the edges, and I like the way it looks. So, okay, and I'm gonna put this away because I don't need it anymore. And because I did more of a matte eyeshadow look, excluding the inner corner, I'm going to go back to that highlighter shade, and I'm just going to take, well, this is like an Eco Tools brush, throwback. I'm going to take that same shade in light, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone, just to kind of lift the eyes. Yeah. And then I am going to go back to, where did I put the mascara? And last but not least is the lips. So I am just a nude lip kind of person. I'll do the occasional red or color. Color. So, but I'm going to stick with nude just because I think that looks the best. So, Jaclyn Hill, no surprise there, told me about this new Maybelline lipstick. It is in the shade Baddest Beige. And it's gorgeous. That's what it looks like. Alright, I had to film the rest of this on my phone because I'm a professional and I don't have SIM cards that have enough storage on them. So, I just finished lips, and then what I usually do is I spray my face with setting spray. Now that stuff I do think makes a difference. My favorite is the Morphe setting spray. Again, big shocker there. So yeah, that's what I would do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I'm just the most awkward person ever. I tried to be myself, so hopefully that's enough. So yeah, if you enjoyed, then please give the video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to see me make more videos, I'd be happy to. I love doing makeup. I love sharing tips and tricks with you guys, and I hope you learned something today. So I guess if I make another video, then I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.